This is Kyle here, coming at you from North Louisiana. Today, I'm going to feed another addiction of mine that maybe not everyone knows about. I'm hopelessly, helplessly addicted to Mexican food, specifically tacos al pastor. I'm bringing my gear along with me. I may do an afternoon flight over towards Shreveport, Bossier. The world ain't all full of bad. There's a couple of good things left. You know, when I travel with this paramotor, the sun is probably the worst thing for your harness and your connections and all. I've got a little ATV cover that I place over it, and just to keep the sun from beating it down whenever it's parked somewhere. You know, 20 bucks at your local Walmart. Ta-da! They didn't have tacos al pastor. I was misinformed. But I'm gonna try what they got. Pretty damn good. I'm gonna come back and get some more tacos at this place for sure. I tend to agree. Barksdale Air Force Base. I even landed here one time in a regular old Piper Archer. That's pretty cool. Come in for the air show. Probably the opposite of a paramotor. We have the SR-71 Blackbird. What it must have been like to be at 80,000 feet and climbing. Now, I don't know. I'll probably never know. That old Mustang was a fun ride too. Freaking America. And rocket sled. I'm not sure how much fun that would be. This is where they actually pack the whoop ass inside of the cans. Thought I might come check out Bluebird Hill Airport. We got somebody about to take off. Oh, the smell of avgas. I'm sitting here with you at the Bluebird Airport. Yeah, he invited me in, showed me around, and said, "Welcome to Fly Paramotors here." So we're gonna give that a shot. It's still early. I'm gonna meet John at Naylor at 5, so I got a couple hours to spare.
The adiabatic chart.
Oh yeah, the soundings. Nice data. This guy knows what's up. Check out the ceiling fan. That's pretty cool too. You got a nice shot, man. I dig it.
It's my man cave.
The toy room. Good stuff. The new ride. Mentioned Krylon. He kind of giggled. I don't know. Well, Hugh, it's nice to meet you, man. I'll send you an email and link to that. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it for a bit, evaluate it, stand out here and feel of it. And the first thing I hear is a jet. There it is, right above me there. Oh, you told me to go right ahead. And pretty much the same thing that everybody's ever said that owned the airport. Stay out of the way of the real airplanes. Said he's been flying for 62 years. Tankers and spy planes and little airplanes. And he's owned this airport for 38. Rock and roll, man. What it must be like to have 62 years of aviation experience. The wind is really, really flip-flopping today. 6 miles an hour variable, so it's pretty light. You just got to wait on your right cycle to come through when you take off on a thermal day, midday. It's good to have patience. You don't want to rush anything on a day like today. You'll wait till your proper cycle comes through. If you like it, go for it. If you don't, just wait, man, because it'll change. Get those spaghetti sorted out. That spaghetti looks good. You know, had I anticipated that I would be doing a midday thermal flight, I would have brought my bigger wing. Old nitro machine. My advice on wings is this. If it's a modern design, like designed within the last 3 to 5 years, it's going to have a lot of good stuff going for it. Anything past that, and you know, you're getting sort of antiquated stuff. The safety may not be as good. The performance may not be as good. It all depends on what you want in a wing too. Do you want safety? Do you want performance? My advice to anybody that's starting out in the sport is to go for safety. Good passive safety. An A or B glider. I learned on an A and flew on an A for a year and got a lot of time on it. It's like this is going to be a crosswind takeoff. Gonna watch this windsock for a minute while I warm up my machine. And I'm going to do a forward launch since it's light. I don't see any of the treetops moving over here to my left. That's a good sign. Means there's probably not much rotor. Also to my right. Don't just look at the windsock if you've got other indicators. Check everything. The old girl warmed up a little bit. There's my lull. So I'm going to go for it. Not today. A little bit of a tidbit, when you fly into a thermal, when you hit that outer edge, the air is going to be moving up. When you hit it, your glider's gonna rock back. And when it rocks back, you wanna let up on the brakes and let it fly, but be ready, because when you fly out the other side of that thermal, you're gonna be moving up and the air in front of you is gonna be moving down. And that's where you run into your risk of collapses, taking a good frontal. As hard as it hits you going in, that's as hard as it's probably gonna hit you coming out. Keeping my eyes peeled for traffic. It's a new area, so I'm making sure I got plenty of altitude. Thermals are real weak today, at least close to the ground. But there'll be another good day soon. I'll take y'all up and kill the motor and just do a thermal in flight. Well, see, I just got ripped up by a thermal there, and I should be coming out of the other side of it. Oh, there it was. Come back around, see if I can get in that one again. There's the turbulence on the edge. Okay, there it was, lifting up on my left side, so I'm gonna lean left, do a good weight shift. Hey, there's a bird right there below me. He knows what's up too. The birds fly where it's good, so yeah, he's circling right where I'm circling. That tells me that I'm in a good spot. I don't have a vario or anything, so I'm really doing this strictly by feel, and it's not giving me a whole lot of up either. It's a very weak thermal, probably good for a bird, but not so much cow under a Hadron 22XX. Yeah, I'm just idling and sort of hovering. I'm definitely in some lift. Oh, I think I just fell out of it. Yeah, it's a lot different. Motor thermaling. Okay, now I feel myself coming down. You go back right where I was getting lift a while ago. I'm sinking now. You really want to kind of go with the wind with it. But again, you know, doing a mental mapping image of the thermal in your mind, it's always better if you have a vario and you can kind of hear the beeps. I do feel it, but you lose those small sensations that you get when you're free flying. Checking my windsock, it's showing downwind actually, and then it just went limp. There's some lift right here. I'm just sort of floating along at idle, not really coming down. Yeah, Bluebird. Ooh, there's some bumps. Yeah, it's pretty raunchy down here low. Hey, Bluebird. I'm getting lifted now. Check that out. I'm gonna go into a right weight shift and just stay on this amount of throttle. Oh, I felt the edge of it hit me on my left side there. Again, down low, it's very light and broken. It's not really even worth chasing them. They're just sort of neutral buoyancy, you know. I let off the gas and I don't gain, I don't lose. Well, guys, I don't want to burn all my fuel before I have the chance to really party on this evening when it gets spectacular. I'm gonna come in and land this beast. Oh, I'm going up at idle. I see the trees moving down here. I may do a little holding pattern here. My windsock's dead, but the trees were moving. I'm feeling thermals lifting off right here. So I'm going to loiter for a minute, do a scan for aircraft. See, I got wind coming out of the east, so there's going to be a bit of rotor coming off of those trees. I'm going to hold off my landing until that rotor subsides, just to make it more comfortable. Oh yeah, puppy, just like I thought. Kyle flying through rotor midday. And wait until I see what I like, and then we'll be good. Checking for planes again. All right, I'm seeing something I like now, so I'll just come in long. Guess it landed on its back. Quite a bit of turbulence down here. I sort of just made that landing work. You want to stay off the brakes as much as you can and save that energy in case you get dumped. And also be ready to hammer that gas too. If you need to throttle up, you know, you can't hesitate when it's rowdy like this. I felt rowdier air, but not something you want to toy with. This is where people get hurt, down close to the ground. So good decisions, man, good decisions. Yeah, catch y'all in a minute. Rock and roll, man. Another one checked off the list. So I'm gonna slip on over here to Naylor now, meet Mr. John after work and see what he thinks about it. All right, here we are at Naylor International. No, I'm just kidding. It's a crop dusting strip south of Shreveport, also under the shelf. This is the Naylor Airport dog. Oh, this is Naylor Airport crew. What's up? Woohoo! You wanna go see a paramotor? I'll show you a paramotor. Let's check it out. right, y'all. Sorry I'm wasted on tacos. I just had some of the best tacos al pastor that I may have ever had at the Taqueria La Michoacana. La Michoacana. The best Mexican tacos in town. It says it right there on the sign. I guess sometimes you just gotta believe the signs. Sorry I did not get to my wing review video. My buddy showed up and we just went out and had a good time. I think the GoPro died on my camera anyway. Been flying all day. Promise you, on the next one, I'll talk about wings. I'll give you my limited insights. So stand by for that one. Kyle out. I got to drive home now.